If you've ever struggled with your limited time as a busy business owner and a mom, today's video is just for you. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Shawon, a brand and growth strategy coach. I help women entrepreneurs with branding and business growth strategy to amplify their impact and increase their bottom line. Here on the channel, I share branding and business tips, and I also take you behind the scenes of my business. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's dive into today's video. One of the biggest obstacles to building a business is really finding the time to do everything, especially when you're in that beginning stage, maybe years 1 to 3, you're starting out, you're wearing many hats, juggling all the things, and the list can be long. You can feel overwhelmed, confused about where to start, what to focus on. And let's just add on top of that, being a mom, right? It takes a lot, and managing everything with the limited time that we do have can get a little tricky, but it can be done. Trust me, you can do it. In today's video, I'm going to share with you a question that I got recently from a client, and it was a fantastic question. And I want to open up this opportunity too to invite you to an office hour with me as well, where you can ask me anything that you have going on in your business, any roadblocks that you might be facing. So I'm going to jump into this question today because, as I said in the beginning of the intro, if you have limited time and you are a busy business owner and a mom, it can be quite a task to juggle everything and to get everything done. So I'm going to read to you this question that I got recently. So the question: I'm a small business owner, a wife, a mom of 3 kiddos, 10 and under. I'm juggling all of the things, and I have a short window of time each day for work hours. Technically, I have about 5 hours each day. When I sit at my desk to get to work after dropping the kids off at school, I honestly don't know where to start. So first of all, let me say this: you are not alone. As a mom and a busy business owner, I certainly get managing so many different things and having a limited amount of time during certain seasons to do that. When I started my business 10 years ago, I was a part-time business owner. I was also a stay-at-home homeschooling mom of 3. And my kids were ages 14 all the way down to 6. And I was juggling everything and trying to figure things out. So I just wanted to start there first to say you are not alone. So many of us are in that same position. And I will say too that, as I just said, that it is definitely a season that we walk through as moms, and those seasons don't last forever. But while you're in it, it can feel overwhelming. It can feel exhausting. But I have some tips to share with you and some ways that I also was able to manage myself and still manage now as a mom. But here's the good thing: we have 5 solid hours. We just need to figure out where we need to start to help you maximize that time. Step 1 is to write out all of the tasks in the core areas of your business that need to be done in order to keep the needle moving forward. So we want to make sure that in this 5 hours that you have to work in, that you're working on the things that are important and the things that are helping to grow your business. And for this step, I want to refer to Business Made Simple's analogy of referring to our businesses as an airplane, or looking at our businesses as an airplane. So we have this airplane taking off, our businesses, right? The business is taking off and is soaring and is going into the air. And we want to make sure that it continues to soar and fly and thrive, right? And in order to do that, we have these core areas that we want to make sure that they are all functioning right to keep our plane soaring, keep our businesses growing. And those core areas are leadership, marketing, sales, our product creation, our overhead, and finances. If you want to uncover where your business is performing well in these areas, or areas that you might want to improve and get a customized report, I'll leave a link here as well as in the description box so that you can get a free assessment of your business report. All right, back to those tasks. You'll want to identify all of the tasks, like write them all down in each of these areas, because as I mentioned, these are the core areas in our business that keep them moving forward. So after you have all of your tasks written down in each of these categories, I want you to think about what can you automate, what can you delegate, and what can you eliminate. When we do have those small windows of time to work in, we want to make sure that we are being efficient, right? Look through your list and see if there are any tasks that can be automated. Are there any systems and processes that you can create to give you some of that time back? So first, we want to look for automation within those tasks. Now we want to move on and look at those things that might not need you to do them, right? So we've gone through the list for potential tasks that can be automated. Now let's look at tasks that you might be able to delegate out. So these would be tasks that don't necessarily require your personal touch. And with these tasks, it can also be more cost effective to have someone else doing them for you. So cost effective, and you're also getting that time back. Some common team members to invest in are social media manager, copywriter, virtual assistant, bookkeeper, maybe an accountant. But these are some places to start. So look at those tasks that can be delegated. I know delegating tasks sometimes for entrepreneurs can give you a little pause. Perhaps you feel like I can do this best, or I do this best, or there's no one else that can do it. But trust me, you do want to look at your list and see what you can delegate, especially when you have a small window of time to work in and you want to be efficient and you want to keep growing your business. Also, having team members and delegating out these tasks that really don't need or might not need your special touch will not only free up some of your time, but it will also help you to utilize your time by working in your zone of genius. We're going to go through the list again. And in this round, we want to look at things that we can eliminate, things that we can say, you know what? We really don't need to do this. I really don't need to do this. This is not really serving our business well. It's not really helping. So look at those things that you can eliminate and no longer do. We've gone through your task. We've automated, delegated, and eliminated. Now we're going to take everything that's left and we're going to create a schedule in order to accomplish it. Don't worry if your list is long. I have a plan for that, a two-part plan. The first part of the plan is to take those things and we're going to identify a specific day of the week in order to get them accomplished. This way you don't feel like you're doing everything every day in this 5 hours of time that you have. And I would like to take it one step further. If you still feel like, oh my gosh, I have a long list, I've assigned every day a task, I've given it an hour or 2 hours, I've blocked it off on my schedule, but I still have tasks that need to get done. So here's what I do in my business to take it one step further, to give you that space, to give you some ease as well. I like to map out the entire month by weeks, and then within those weeks, I assign specific tasks to each day of the week. Here's what it looks like. Week 1, I've assigned 4 days of the first week of the month to specifically work on my business. This means tasks related to improving client experience, business development, marketing strategy, etc. In week 1, I also have a designated day to meet with clients inside my brand and business growth accelerator program. Week 2, I have time set aside for content research, for writing blogs and taking brand photos. We bring clients into the studio. So I have a day in week 2 that's dedicated to that. Week 3 is dedicated to content production. So in an ideal world, I'm getting back to this place. We take that entire week for video content production. So I would like to get all of the videos done for YouTube in 1 week so that the following week we can just work on getting everything uploaded. Week 4, I have 1 full day assigned for monthly review, for goals check-in, content repurposing, and thinking about strategy 2 for the next month. Some tasks may only need to be done once a month. So maybe your bookkeeping, that's once a month, taking care of your business expenses once a month. So those tasks can fall on those open spaces in the week that you plan for them. There are also tasks on that list that might need to be accounted for every week. So maybe that's consultations with clients or engaging on social media. We're doing that on a weekly basis, or even perhaps networking. So look through your list of everything and see what makes sense for you in terms of scheduling and putting together a schedule that works for you. I found this system to be the most helpful because just like you, I juggle many different things in my business, and we go through different seasons where some are busier than others. Every week doesn't look exactly the same. So having a schedule like this in place really helps me to be flexible, and it also helps me to stay focused on those core areas of my business. Do you have a roadblock in your business that's getting in your way? I'd love to help you get unstuck. In February, I'm hosting a free office hour where you can come and ask me anything. I'll leave a link in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.